Hi everybody, my name is Brian and I'm going to go over how to build a pedal board, or at least I'm just going to do a playthrough, if you will. My friend Dom Carlos, he let me borrow this long term, and I've been really wanting to get the smaller size pedal board. This is a Pedaltrain Classic Junior, and I think these are relatively new because of this giant slot here. Older models just have holes, and I'll show you that because I have an older model which I'm looking to downsize from. And so this is the older model, and I mean this thing weighs a ton. And the older model here, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff regardless. The older model here has two holes in the side there, and that's where you have your power coming in and out of. So it's kind of a terrible design, but anyway, I had the Pedaltrain 2, and this is just the standard size classic. So like a week or so ago, I had this pedal power, Voodoo Labs, really like it. I had this installed underneath this pedal board, like so. I think probably right around here somewhere. Yeah, something like that. And the power would come through there, and everything was fine and good. Now, when I tried to take this to the smaller board, because the design is different, the mounting brackets didn't work. So that was kind of annoying. But anyway, the mounting brackets didn't work, so I had to wait for a new one to come in. And so now this just came in last night, and I have a couple minutes between guitar lessons. So I'm excited. I've been waiting to do this for a long time, and just by happenstance, I got the pedal board. I wanted a new size, and look how much smaller this is comparatively. It fits like that. Now you might be wondering, why would I ever want to downsize from something that's arguably better? Well, the reason why is here in Hawaii, I get booked to do gigs on other islands. This is the main reason. So I decided to get a carry-on bag. I went to Ross. I got it for $45, which is a lot more inexpensive compared to getting an official bag, which might be $100. Now the cool thing is this, and I took this with me to Ross. I took this rack and I went to different bags, and I went to see if it fits. And this fits just like that. So not only will I have a much lighter bag, which is better than the gig bag that it came with. I mean, this is slick, don't get me wrong, but now I have more space, more pockets, and I have wheels. So I can just roll this around if I need to. And if I do a gig on an outer island, I can put some of my clothes on top here, and my pedals will be just fine. I've also been in the process of downsizing all of my pedals too, and so that's been the whole impetus for all of this. But anyway, so this clearly fits inside this carry-on bag, and we'll get to that in a little bit. So let's get to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this Voodoo Lab mounting kit, and I hope it works. So I got the screws. There are no directions on this, but that's okay. I think I can figure it out. Now another thing I encountered was my screws fell off after all the years of playing, so I had to go to the hardware store to pick up more screws. So what I'm doing here is I'm unscrewing the screws that came with it. There's supposed to be 4, and there was 4 at one point. So you can see the screws used to be in here, right? Anyway, 2 of them fell off through all the years of wear and tear. So these are the old ones, and they don't make these anymore. They are discontinued. So I'm going to keep this with my older board in case I ever resell it or want to use a pedal, that same pedal board again. So that's going to live with that from that point forward. Anyway, I'm missing some screws, so I went ahead and bought some. Unfortunately, they were a little bit bigger than the originals, so I bought some washers and all that stuff. But okay, let's see. How does this work? Does it work like this? Oh, okay, maybe like this. So it's either like this or it's like that. But I have a feeling it's going to be this because this will get usually like the logo up. Yep, and everything's cleared. Yep. Okay, so that's the way it sits. And I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. So I bought 2 washers each because these screws are too big. And if there's a time lapse, this is where I'll time lapse. But all I'm doing is I'm putting these screws in. And once that's there, I'm going to do some drilling. So cue the music. So there you have it. It's all screwed in. I got different, I got all 4 in, and I put those double washers on just so that they're less likely to fall off in the future. And yeah, okay, so now that's all set to go. Now we're gonna line things up for drilling. It's probably the most important part of all of this. Okay, so now we're back at it. I'm going to use a pencil to mark where I need to drill. And I'm just going to drill this dead center, or what I think is dead center. So right around there. If you really want to get crazy with it, you can like actually measure with a tape measure, which normally my OCD would be all about that, but I think when I did it previously, I already kind of did that. You can eyeball it too. Whatever, good enough. Okay, so now the holes are there, and I believe I need to get a 3/8 inch. There we go, okay, 1/8 inch bit. Pull that out. And let's get ready to drill. Alright, so holes have been drilled. Now it's time to mount the actual thing. Pretty much sure I'm going to be done with this, so I'm going to put this off the side. Drill bit. Okay, these are the screws that came with the device, the mounting brackets. and I'm just gonna see if I can't drill them in. Okay, we're officially mounted. So this is the hardest part, I think. After that, it's pretty much all fun and games. Ta-da! We have mounted power source. So there's a couple things that I like to do just because I'm a weirdo. I'm actually gonna put some whiteout over here, so that tells me in the dark stage where my power source is. There's all these little tricks to save myself time, and I'm very thankful for this, but there's some missing Velcros, and I'm gonna just put some Velcro there because that might be the exact spot that I need to put some things. So whiteout pen. That's just to tell me where the power thing is, so when I'm fumbling in the dark, I know where it is. Okay, so I'm going to start transferring everything from my old pedal board to this new pedal board. Okay, so now the moment of truth. Everything's plugged in. I have a somewhat functioning layout. So let's make sure everything works. Starting with the tuner. Tuner works. Okay, tuner, I believe, goes into overdrive. Sounds very thin. Thin. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, wow. Nice, and then that's set to the effect. Okay. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. So normally when I have an effects loop, I got some things happening, but here we go. So we got my guitar right there, and it's plugging into the Polytune right there. The Polytune then goes to the compressor, so underneath, and then from the compressor into the overdrive, and from the overdrive into the wah. Now normally this would then go to, as it says here, amplifier. That's if I have an effects loop, but I don't, so I'm taking this 5-foot cable, and it comes around and comes back in to here, and so you'll see a little sticker there that says send from amp. So this is the send from the amp goes into here, but if I don't have that, then here we go. So the EQ pedal that goes into the effects loop, which then goes into my volume pedal. And from the volume pedal, we go into various modulations. We have tremolo, chorus, and then this honking delay, which I plan to eventually replace with a single pedal style. So maybe something more along the size of this, because I don't really need crazy delays. So there you go, that's the pedal board. And the best part of all of this is that I'm gonna be able to put it inside of my suitcase. So let me get that all situated. Everything unplugged. The moment of truth has arrived. Here's the suitcase, and in we go. Ta-da! Nice. Zipper up. And away we go. Nice. Okay, until next time.